I'm D.A. Edwards, and welcome back to my update vlog, which I do every single month, with no exception, and the last vlog was episode number 2, which I did on March of last year. I'm not very good at this. So since the year has passed, there's obviously a lot to talk about, but I'm actually not going to touch on everything in this episode, because I think I want to keep these vlogs short and up to date as much as possible with only the most important current stuff. So first things first, there are 2 concerts coming up which are actually a week apart, so that's a lot I'm dealing with at the moment, especially in terms of rehearsals and rehearsal schedules overlapping, which has caused some problems already, but well, fighting through it, we'll see. So the first concert is going to be on March 30th, 2025 at 5 p.m. It's the Clariphonics Clarinet Choir, and that's where I'm going to have a premiere of my new work, Serpents of the Red Roof Valley, which is a piece for saxophone, piano, and percussion. So that's going to be the world premiere, and there's of course going to be a recording, again with video probably, and that's going to appear on my channel sometime after the 30th. Probably a longer while after the concert this time, because 6 days later I'm going to have another world premiere at the other concert. This one is on the 5th of April, and this is a concert with Symphonic Wind Band, and it's specifically a concert that focuses on compositions from composers from Fulda, so you can kind of see why I'm represented there too. My piece there is going to be Amsel, which means blackbird in German, and this is a piece for 14 winds and percussion. So that one is also going to be really interesting. I'm not sure if there's going to be a recording of that one. There's a small chance we'll get a recording done by a radio station, but if not, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to do a recording of this. At that concert also, we'll hear again Inspector Tabby, which premiered, I think last year. Did it premiere last year? I think it did. No, I think it actually before. I think it premiered 2 years ago. Inspector Tabby. I have to look that up again. I forgot. I have no idea. I don't know anything about my own music. Amsel is actually a multi-movement piece, but we're only going to hear the first movement, which is the movement I wrote specifically for this concert. The other 2 I'm still working on. So there's also Eichhörnchen, which means squirrel, and there's going to be the last one, which is Katze, that translates to cat. But like I said, those ones I haven't finished yet. I actually haven't started with Cat at all. That one's already in the works though, so hoping to get that done this year. The idea behind this is also that you can always play either one of those 3 movements in isolation, or you can play the entire thing as one larger piece. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to release this one, like the single movement, on my website, on my shop. If I do, that's going to appear soon, probably, but I'm probably going to wait until I have everything finished, because that's how it's actually intended to be. And speaking of sheet music, there's soon going to be more sheet music in my shop. The one definitely coming pretty soon is going to be Hushed Decimation of the Mind, a new piano piece which I published towards the end of last year, which is a piece actually for the big goodbye to the TV studio I used to work at, which is also one of the reasons why these update vlogs have disappeared for so long, because tearing down this TV studio I was actually heavily involved in. So that one took a pretty heavy physical but also mental hit on me, because obviously that was a really important location for me, which now no longer exists and is never going to exist again. But before I go into all of that, which would drag out this video way too long, I actually wrote down pretty much all of the background story about all of this, what this TV studio was, how this teardown came to be, and how this is connected to that piece, how that piece is connected to all of that, and what role that piece actually played in shutting down the actual broadcast. All of that I've written out in the program notes of the sheet music. So if you want to know more about that, I guess you have to buy my sheet music. No, but seriously, I think that's pretty much all of the most important stuff right now. This is, I think, a pretty good length for these update vlogs. They should be really short and to the point. So before dragging this out any longer, this is where I'm going to end this update vlog, and I'm going to try to make these more regular now. So see you next year.